Hi, I'm Terry with Dragon's Enchanted Shop, and today we are going to talk about tools in our Witchcraft and or Wiccan box. So these tools, as a practitioner, they're very diverse and individualized to the person and to their nature and what they're practicing. And it emphasizes that transformation and the connection to the magical world. So we're going to go ahead and go down a list. It may not be a full list, but it'll just give you an idea of things you may want in your toolbox. So we have the broomstick or the besom, and that represents the cleansing of negative energy. It also is for protection and sweeping away that negative energy, and it's for general cleansing of things. We have a cauldron, and that is, for Wicca, it would be representing the goddess's womb. It also has to deal with transformation and the cycles of life. The witch's hat, now that's always a lot of fun. We have that nice little cone that heads straight up, and the witch's cone shape is actually the direction of your energy and thoughts as well. When it goes upwards like that, it helps with your energy channeling with the universe. We have, if you're a witch, you have a grimoire. If you're Wicca, you would have a book of shadows. And that's your personal book. That is a journal. It's your personal book of spells, your magical knowledge. And it also helps as a spiritual guide for you as you write down your journey. The moon. So obviously not in the toolbox, but it's out there, right? So the moon holds a lot of importance because of the phases and the influence that it has on your spell work. So it's used for the timing of the spells and the rituals according to those cycles of the moon. Divination tools, we have many. I'm a tarot practitioner, and so we use tarot and oracle cards. These cards help gain messages, whether you're using spirit or the ascended masters, ancestors, personal intuition, and so forth. Those are your tarot and oracle cards. The runes for divination is a communication with nature and things that are unseen. People have, witches may have a scrying mirror or a bowl, and they fill it with water, their bowl, and it can be used for gazing into the other realms and gaining knowledge. Pendulum, another divination tool, is spirit communication and seeking guidance. And those are yes or no answers when you use the pendulum. Whereas the tarot and oracle is for guidance, but not a yes or no answer. Some people have a shamanic drum or a rattle, and those are used to enter those trance states and help you assist in journeying through with the spirits and the ancestors. We have blindfolds or hoods. Now, I have a hood. I don't have a blindfold. And when you put the hood up, it's a sensory deprivation, and it kind of helps deepen that connection into the realms during a trance-like state. You know, if you put it down, I put my hood down a little bit so it kind of blocks the eyes a little bit. You want that calm and it's just you. So that would be why you would have maybe a hooded cape or a blindfold. Something I do not have in my toolbox is like a spirit doll or a poppet. I don't know why. It's just something I've never been drawn to. And if I'm not drawn to, this is an individual practice as a witch. I don't use this, but I will tell you that it can represent your spirits, your ancestors, and it helps with energy work and channeling using the spirit dolls and the poppets. We have offerings. We make offerings possibly of honey or maybe milk or bread or herbs. And these are honoring our spirits and the fae. So for those that do fairy work, you know, it's natural items that you want to be offering. And again, it's your herbs and honey and things like that. I use honey and spell work to sweeten a deal up, you know, sweeten something up, make it lighter. So That's why, you know, I would put honey in something. I have herbal work that I do as well. And when I prepare food, it's very intentional when I use specific herbs because I'm setting intentions while I'm making the food. Okay, so many will say they have a familiar. Some will say they have that black cat because it's associated with familiars, you know, in the movies and things like that. But it represents the independence, the mystery, and the protection. Familiars can be a spirit animal or any animal that you're of your choice, and it helps with the magical work, and it's believed to enhance the power and help provide the guidance. So then we're going to go into a walking staff. You know, a lot of people will cut them off of branches and things, or pick something up in the woods, and that's their walking staff. Many people decorate them. So this is a grounding tool. It symbolizes the connection between the realms and the focus of your spiritual work. So then we're going to go into plants and herbs, and those are essential for someone who's a hedge witch. But they're used for healing, and they're used for spell work and for spirit offerings, as we said earlier. So the mortar and pestle is for grinding your herbs, making resins, maybe making a powder, used for your remedies and into your spell work. We have candle and lantern. Now, these are for guiding the spirits, that flame, that light, in setting intentions. It's also lighting the way in your crossings and in your paths. I am going to actually do a full video on candles because there's so much to learn. It is the air magic, just, you know, to throw that in. We also have bells and chimes, which is another air magic. And it is cleansing spaces and communicating with spirits. A lot of witches will have what's called witches' bells hanging in their house, on their doors, to keep away the bad spirits. The protection charms, things that you pick up while you're on your walks. Little things that you make them into jewelry, use them in a craft, and hang them on your wall. And, you know, I put little pebbles next to my desk sometimes when I've been down to the river and I pick up something that just called. You know, and when it calls, you pick it up and wash it off and bring it home. And you're like, okay, why is it here? But, you know, some people use animal bones. Some people like feathers. I like decorating feathers, you know, putting little ribbons at the bottom and things like that. You also have your crystals and stones for talismans and spirit connection and divination tools. I use crystals for energy work. These are a few of the things that may or may not be in your toolbox. I thought I'd go over them a little bit in one shop video here, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I want you to have a wonderful weekend and have a good time. We'll see you next video. Yes, I know. Oh, the other one has to come in. Everybody's coming in. Here we go again. Here we go. Okay, chefs, come on. You know better. You know better. Yes. Oh, okay.